Durag Wisdom here, and it's now 16 days since the terrible tragedy that happened to this country on election day when we put in a fascist, racist Nazi to be the leader of our country. And as of this date, Hillary Clinton is leading by 2 million votes in the popular vote. So I just want to say to anybody out there who gets on my case because I don't like the Electoral College, I don't like the Electoral College. That's it. It's crap. It's antiquated crap. And you know, we're going to suffer for that. I got to write to my Congress people. I have to write, well, I have a Republican congressperson who I'd never write to. His name is Dan Donahan. And I don't write to the Republicans because they want to undermine my government. They want to destroy the government, the federal government, so they can have their way with us. Nah. I'm going to write to Chucky Schumer and I'm going to ask him, why the hell are they letting this creep get away with it? At least Jill Stein is standing up and wanting to a recount or some kind of thing to show what's going on. Look, as much as a lot of people hated Hillary Clinton, she isn't a dictator. She isn't a psychotic. She doesn't have conflict of interest pouring out of her anus like this idiot that people want does. And I'm not yelling at you. Wow, man, you see the clown show that's going on now? All the incompetence this prick is appointing to his cabinet, to be UN, the ambassador to UN. What, it's a joke? You guys, the people vote outsider. We want an outsider. That's what we need. We need an outsider. I don't mind an outsider, ladies and gentlemen, but not an incompetent, not a moron, not a Nazi psychopath. What, do you think running the federal government? You think being a professional politician is easy? I mean, most of what has to do with politics or with running a government has to do with understanding laws and statutes and the like. If you want an outsider in there, you pick someone that's worked, that has experience in the federal government, who knows what they're doing, but doesn't go along with all this other crap, political machine crap like the Debbie Wasserman Schultzes that gave us this creep that's going to maybe become president. Well, he already became president according to some, but I personally do not recognize the Electoral College. I recognize the popular vote, which is now 2 million ahead of that creep. Did you see what he was doing? You see what he's doing to our government? I don't need to watch the House of Cards anymore. Gee, I'm almost afraid to watch my favorite Frank Capra movies, which we'll talk about later on in another segment. Because all these Frank Capra movies that I've enjoyed over the years, and you'll find out who he is and what it's about, it's all reality now. We put our government into the hands of these creeps. And we haven't even fought the idea that this guy isn't really the winner. All right, that brings me to the Thanksgiving Day. As I said, I'm very thankful that I had Obama in the White House with all his, conservative tendencies. I own a house today. Or I'm paying to own a house. Oh, here's my shirt, by the way. I'm wearing this shirt. I got 5 of these shirts. Because that's how I feel. This is like, this guy's a traitor. So I have a house today. I feel very thankful. But Thanksgiving, I hate Thanksgiving. It's a hypocritical, stupid holiday. Thanksgiving. We just put a Nazi in the White House through the so-called Electoral College. What do I have to be thankful about? A Nazi is going to who picks all kinds of fanatics and racists and turds to work with him, who's going to have effect on the future of this country long after I am moldering in my grave. I'm the type of person, when I go to a campsite, I want to leave. When I leave it, I want it to be as if I'd never been there, for the next people to show up to enjoy. Not the Trumpists, not the GOP, not all the stupid racists that voted for him, except for those who really were sincerely screwed because of these dumb trade deals. Thanksgiving. Let me tell you about Thanksgiving. How about those Indians out there, American Indians who are fighting this Dakota Access Pipeline? Who had this country before we invaded it? The white, entitled Europeans who felt their Bible, the Christian terrorists who felt their Bible gave them the right to take over this entire country from people who already lived here. Pagans, dirt worshippers, they called them. And along the way, they brought Muslims in through many of these black people from Africa that they kidnapped to destroy. Many of them were worshiping like Islam at the time. Like, oh, we don't want no Islam in this country. Thanksgiving. Why the F should any American Indian be thankful on Thanksgiving? And why should any American be thankful that we're allowing a corrupt piece of trash into our sacred government? The federal government. The Republican Party has always hated the federal government. The federal government is there to protect people from the abuse of the states and the cities. The federal government is there to make sure that all the citizens of this country are able to live in peace, are able to live with some kind of dignity. And the Republican Party has been trying to destroy the federal government for years. They want to take down the three branches of our government that protects us from dictators. They want to take over the whole branches. They crippled the Supreme Court. They've already started. They crippled the Supreme Court. They control the legislature. And now, thanks to that electoral college bullshit, one of these Nazis is inside our government, is going to be inside our government to destroy us. Thanksgiving. You think any Muslim American should be thankful on Thanksgiving? Don't register. I'm telling you, if you're Islamic, if you know any Muslim people, you tell them, do not register if this dick has his way. Do not register. If you're Mexican American, do not leave. If you're a black American, do not submit to stop and frisk. And if you want to protest, come here to Arden Heights where I am and leave your own communities pristine. Show the racists. Show the ones who support the murder of the Emmett Tills. Show these people that you're not going to stand for naked ape racism in the United States of America, engendered by the GOP and their racist KKK Nazi standard bearer, Donald Trump. Happy Thanksgiving! Bullshit, man! Bullshit!